for fat people.
For athletically overweight people.
Right, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, we just saw, it seems like Brendan Fraser may get an Oscar nomination for his
I
movie,
cannot tell you
The
how-
Whale.
Pisses me off!
You have to be a trans person.
Yeah.
You can't have someone portray a trans person that isn't trans. You can't have someone portray someone that is gay that isn't gay. But you can certainly pretend to be a fat person and get away with it. This fat shaming has got to stop in America and around the world, Stu.
Take a stand, Jeffy. Take a stand on that. That should be your issue now. From now on, that should be your issue.
Fat
Good for
pride.
you. Yes.
The Fat Pride movement here.
Fat shaming.
And don't try to culturally appropriate fat people.
Thank you.
So
They're all big about what's his face playing the Penguin too at the latest Batman. Didn't he do a Colin Farrell? Didn't he do a great job playing the fat man in his fat suit? No, he didn't.
No, you're right. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm with you on
Now,
that.
I'm curious as how you square this, because you have played fat people before.
Don't start bugging me down with your
And you're
facts.
just athletically overweight.
I don't want to have you start bogging me down with
So
that.
Chris Christie may run. And if you think about
I can't believe that.
fascinating,
He's got no chance.
the fascinating career this guy has had recently.
kidding.
Yeah.
He was kind of maybe arguably the guy with the most buzz for one of those elections. Was it 2008 or 2012? I can't even remember now.
Probably 12.
I remember though he skipped the first one. He decided not to run. He said it was too early,
Mhm.
which he was wrong about, because
Yeah.
you can and listen to this, Ron DeSantis. If you say it's too early and it's not my time, your time never comes. You run the first time. That's it. You don't get a second time.
Right.
Though we may get some people on this list that are going to go for number 2. But Chris Christie didn't run the first time when he was kind of like the conservative new thing. Almost in this Larry Hogan model, right? Like he did some conservative things, but generally speaking was moderate in a blue state. And that was the idea at the time. He could be popular, he could win the whole thing. Well, he didn't run. Then he decided to run in 2012, right?
Yeah.
And got destroyed.
When was the? Well, yeah.
Or was that 2016? It was
I-
2012 the first one, then 2016.
When was the Romney where he lost, where he gave Obama the election?
That was
after the
2000.
storm,
That was
right?
2012. So that was the one he's
okay.
supposed to run. He should have run in
Right.
against Romney, where he may have had a chance. Man, what a moderate party this was, by the way.
Oh,
Think about
man.
this. If your leaders were Christie
Yeah.
and Romney.
Terrible.
Anyway, 2016 comes. He runs, finally. Of course, now has no chance, goes nowhere. But also, he has this moment against Marco Rubio where he basically sinks the Rubio campaign. Then, he is the first guy in the field to endorse Donald Trump. He was like the first big voice that came out for Donald Trump outside of a senator or two. But he was like the first guy in the presidential race to come out and say, Donald Trump's the guy. He embraces him to the extent that he is in charge of the transition as he goes into the White House.
That's part of the deal.
Now, he's like an anti-Trump pundit who is now going to run, in theory, as an anti-Trump candidate. It's freaking bizarre. It's almost a Charlie Crist arc.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
I don't know that Chris Christie can reach the arc of Charlie Crist, but
That's close. It's
close.
close. So 0% for Chris Christie. No surprise there, right? He has I think he will run, but he has no chance.
No support.
This one is interesting because she was promoted as a potential frontrunner, an exciting person, maybe a VP candidate, like lots of buzz, was seen as one of the heroes of the pandemic, and then all the buzz went away over a weekend, and now she's at 0%. Christie Nome. What happened? What happened with the Christie Nome?
I don't know, but I like her still.
I like her too. I like
I
Christie
think
Nome.
Christie
No,
knows
it
would
was
be great.
It was the
one thing,
transgender
yes.
sports thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and all she said was the bill went too far. She couldn't sign it because it went too far. She wasn't saying she didn't agree with the general premise.
Yeah.
whatever,
There's
a
no-
Christie Nome apologist.
It's
I just
funny. There are some
great.
candidates that can violate conservative values
get away with it.
daily for
Yeah.
multiple decades
Right.
and be totally fine with the
Yeah.
base.
Donald Trump.
Well,
Hello.
but he's had some moments.
He has said himself he's not a conservative. The guy's never been conservative.
Yeah, he's
got
MAGA,
Trump.
right? It's kind of a,
Yeah.
it's a nationalist. It's a
Yeah.
different
Yes.
profile, which is fine. I mean,
It's
look,
a
the
guy. He's a guy everybody's forgiven for
100 things.
funding and voting for Hillary
Right.
Clinton, for Barack Obama, for hardcore Marxist candidates, and yet we forgave all of that, and that's fine. I did too during his presidency. But why can others not be forgiven for one dumb thing? That goes too far. Yeah,
That wasn't
right.
really dumb.
Right. It's weird.
So she's
bizarre.
at Kristi Noem, 0%. Now again,
Unreal.
You know,
Wow.
it's tough if if you happen to be a governor of one of the Dakotas. It's going to be a tough run for you to get to the White House. I got to say, it's going to be difficult. It's a small state. It's going to be difficult. But the fact that she never shut the state down. Remember, Ron DeSantis did.
Yeah.
Right.
For a short time.
For a short time, he did. And look, I think DeSantis performed very well in the pandemic.
Yeah.
However, Kristi Noem was more hardcore on this issue than was Brian Kemp,
Yes,
and then was Ron DeSantis, then was Greg Abbott.
And she was getting a lot of flack.
Yes.
She got a ton of flack.
She stayed strong
She
the whole
did.
time.
Yeah, she
And
did.
she's
She
at-
stayed really strong the whole time.
Man, never shut down. And she's at 0%.
Wow.
Next up, Mike Pompeo. Now, again,
Mike Pompeo
there's no buzz for Mike Pompeo
Stop
outside
it.
of Mike Pompeo himself.
Right,
Who
I mean,
really wants to be
I don't think
president.
even Mike Pompeo's mom would vote for him. I really don't.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's lost a lot of weight now. He's got himself
not even his
He's
mom.
looking good.
And this is not a statement against Mike Pompeo, who I don't have an issue. I don't think he did a bad job. I think he's
He's just a zero candidate.
he's just not a guy that I think excites people. He's at 1%. The next one I think is legitimately surprising. He's performing this poorly because Ron DeSantis won by what, 19 points?
Yeah.
Marco Rubio won by 17 points in Florida. Okay, 17 points in Florida. That's pretty
Trump destroyed him.
Marco's strong character.
And
The problem with him is Trump destroyed it for all time.
I think you're probably right. However, on the way out, he was seen as having a good exit, I think, from the 2016 campaign, where he was people like, well, he had a good speech. He bowed out at the right time. Blah blah blah. That's what people thought.
Do you remember when the big deal was he swallowed some water or
Water.
something
Yeah.
during his speech, and that was what
That was a big deal.
That was after one of the
weird.
That was one of the Chris Christie things too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was another thing. Well, he's at 1%. Wow, 1% Marco Rubio.
Okay.
Josh Hawley, again, a guy.
Josh Hawley's not bad.
He's spoken of as a next generation of the Trump wing, right?
Mhm.
In that same mold. I mean, they're not the same type of person exactly, but he's seen in that sort of political and policy mold. He's at 1%. Liz Cheney is on this list.
That blows me away.
Why?
Stop it.
Come on, no. And
She's not even a Republican.
No, she's not even Republican.
She's an independent now.
She's at 2%.
I don't know.
Now that's a she's a protest candidate, basically. Expect that. But tied with her are two people. One who actually ran for president, Mitt Romney. It's at 2%. Oh my gosh. Now he's not going to run.
No.
And also Nikki Haley, who was really promoted as a big-time candidate.
Yeah.
Also 2%.
And she
Wow.
just gave a big-time speech a couple days ago that really looked like she was going to become a candidate.
I think she's going to run.
We will explore maybe some candidates who are a little above 2%. Coming up in just a few minutes. The Glenn Beck Program.
There is still time to get your home ready for the holidays, and lucky for you, Black Friday starts right now at Blinds.com with up to 50% off site-wide, including the doorbusters on premium brands. With Blinds.com, shopping for custom window treatments online doesn't have to mean sacrificing style or service. From blinds, drapes, shutters, motorized shades, everything, Blinds.com makes upgrading your whole home easy and affordable. Plus, Blinds.com has all the latest styles, fabrics, and materials to choose from to make your home look its best this season. Blinds.com's design experts are always available for live consultations. See for yourself why Blinds.com is the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings. And everything is backed by Blinds.com's 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop Blinds.com, their Black Friday sale right now. Save up to 50% off everything, plus doorbusters. Up to 50% off site-wide. That's Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Hacer las cosas a medias no funciona. Por ejemplo, ¿le darías a tu hijo medio casco de bicicleta? Protege tu inmunidad contra el COVID-19. Mantente al día con tus vacunas y refuerzos. Visita myturn.ca.gov.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19, then act fast. treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Cozy up to a cup of Starbucks caramel brulee latte. Whipped cream, crunchy caramel brulee toppings, steamed milk, and espresso. Just bring your own comfy sweater. Find your cheer on the Starbucks app today. You don't ride an elevator for the music, and you don't pick an airline for the movies. So when it comes to audio entertainment, it makes sense to choose Audible. It's the home for stories told by the biggest stars, like John Hamm, Kerry Washington, and Kevin Hart. It's home to epic adventures, chilling mysteries, and can't-miss comedies. Audible is the home of storytelling. Let your imagination soar with audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Start a free trial at audible.com.
At T-Mobile, we believe people deserve more without paying more. So we keep adding more great benefits. Plus, with our Price Lock Guarantee, we won't raise the price of your rate plan for talk, text, or data.
It's like expecting a Christmas caroler,
Deck the hall with thousands.
but getting a whole choir.
Switch now and take advantage of our Price Lock Guarantee. Get used to getting even more from T-Mobile.
Price Lock for rate plan. Price of current on-network service for eligible lines excludes taxes, fees, products, and third-party services. See T-Mobile.com for details.
In a world where he can make your worst nightmare become real. Feel real fear like never before.
I think I felt it before.
What? I said never before.
It sounds like every other horror movie trailer, man.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, here's some real milk to relax that monster voice.
Thanks, but this is my real voice, dude.
Honestly.
Delicious. Hey, dude, this movie is horrible. Let's wrap it up. Get real.
Got Mel?
When you share the gift of Play-Doh, you open up a world of imagination. With the ice cream truck playset, if kids can dream it, they can make it. Silly pretend soft serve ice cream with tons of sprinkles and endless funny creations, like unicorn sundaes. With the gift of the Play-Doh ice cream truck playset, you can see their imaginations take shape. Play-Doh, shaping imaginations. Meet the amazing Desta 100. Hi, I'm Desta, your new voice assistant. She's here to make your life easier, for real. Yes, and since we're being real, I will also listen to all your conversations and use them to serve you tempting ads. Whoa. What? I was designed to be 100% real, like that delicious glass of real milk sitting next to your right arm. Yummy.
How do you know that?
I'm sorry, I can't reveal my best tricks. Ha. I'll get a real assistant. Get real.
Got Mel?
It's the Bright Friday, and Sunglass Hut is the place to look for the perfect look for every moment. Whether you're headed to lunch with friends, you're eating on the go, or going nowhere, there's always a pair that's right for right now. So find a style that's right for every moment at the Sunglass Hut Bright Friday, now through November 28th. Our curated sunglasses collection is available online and in-store, where you can search our curated collection to find a pair of shades for every occasion. Tap your screen now to search our Bright Friday.
This guided meditation is brought to you by Sure Payroll. Begin in a comfortable position. Bring awareness to your breath. Now, imagine all the things you could get done if you weren't worrying about payroll. For as low as $19.99, you can join the tens of thousands of small business owners that trust Sure Payroll for fast and accurate payroll processing. Visit SurePayroll.com for a 2-month free trial.
We gave you a bunch of people all below 2%, so there's only 4 people above 2%. Fourth place, Ted Cruz at 3%. Third place, Mike Pence, 7%.
Okay.
Then you get up to the top.
Not exactly setting the world on fire.
No, really, I mean, it's a two-man race is what we're basically telling you. And right now, the two-man race is between Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis. This particular poll has Donald Trump 45%, Ron DeSantis 30%.
Ooh, that's pretty close.
Yeah, you've seen some polls a little bit more.
The Emerson College poll is a little bit further. In fact, it's double the lead for Trump. Trump at 55, DeSantis at 20.
45.
And what after that? Any differences? Maybe?
After that, Mike Pence at 8. What did that have?
Same,
7.
Yeah.
Liz Cheney, they have at 4.
Okay. She was at 2.
We're at 2. Yeah. Same thing.
Ted Cruz at 3.
Same thing. Cruz at 3.
And Nikki Haley at 3.
Okay. And Haley's at 2 on this particular poll. So I mean, again,
pretty close.
This is basically a two-person race, and unfortunately, we're going to have a bunch more in there. We're going to have probably a dozen candidates at least.
Neither one of those lists
What?
is the former governor of Virginia, Jim Gilmore, on the list.
That is very
Another
true.
man who's ran for president before and should be well on his way to run again.
Jim Gilmore. You were a big Gilmore supporter in 2016. Did not work out. He finished in dead last place. But sometimes, unless you never know, he's going to make a run at any point in that 2016 nomination. I will say this: the one person who isn't on this list is the current governor of Virginia, which I think is something we should be talking about. The young kid,
Because I think he wants it. I think he wants it.
Yeah. I think he wants it. I think he showed a profile of a candidate that can kind of split the difference in a similar way that DeSantis is doing it, where you have someone who has some of the Trump. Willing to wade into those cultural wars without necessarily pissing off every woman in the suburbs. Which is suboptimal when you're trying to win elections.
It is, yeah.
We kind of learned that, maybe. So it's going to be an interesting thing to watch. We have 2 years of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So get ready, everybody.
This is the Glenn Beck Program.
Did you know the Tuttle twins have sold over 4 million books? Parents and grandparents like you love giving these books to kids and teens because they teach them important lessons in a fun way. This week, Tuttle Twins has the biggest deal they've ever done. It's a bundle that includes all the kids' books, activity books, audio books, guidebooks, and parent guides, all for 75% off the normal price. Plus, there's a mega bundle that also includes all of their other book bundles as well. It has the teen, toddler, and history bundles. They make the perfect gift for all the kids in your life. Give a gift that will make a real difference in the paths they take as they learn and grow. Go to TuttleTwinsBeck.com to access this special deal. TuttleTwinsBeck.com for a whopping 75% off both of these bundles. A great gift for the holidays. TuttleTwinsBeck.com. All the kids' books, activity books, audio books, guidebooks, and parent guides, 75% off the normal price. Plus, there's a mega bundle that also includes all of their other book bundles as well. It's TuttleTwinsBeck.com.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees that survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you that money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types qualify, including those who took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help your business too. Just go to GetRefunds.com and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to GetRefunds.com. That's GetRefunds.com.
Hacer las cosas a medias no funciona. Por ejemplo, ¿le darías a tu hijo medio casco de bicicleta? Protege tu inmunidad contra el COVID-19. Mantente al día con tus vacunas y refuerzos. Visita myturn.ca.gov.
Mornings were made for better things than rheumatoid arthritis or RA. Xeljanz tofacitinib is a pill for adults with moderate to severe RA when tumor necrosis factor blockers did not work well or could not be tolerated. Xeljanz can help relieve joint pain, swelling, and help stop further joint damage. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Don't start if you have one. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers including lymphoma and lung, blood clots, serious heart-related events, tears in the stomach or intestines, and allergic reactions have happened. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of death. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, are prone to infections, or have ever had a heart attack, stroke, clot, or other heart